Keep it up one more minute. Keep it up, you're so great.
I was just some normal high school kid. Well, at least that's what I wanted to be. Everyone says I should appreciate the life that has been given to me by my father, and I do. But sometimes I just want to be normal. Sometimes I don't want to be in the spotlight. Sometimes I just feel like playing video games all day. I'm a beast at Fortnite, by the way. But that's neither here nor there. Before a high school football game or any game, I watch my father's highlights. They always put me in the zone, and I'm always hyped up. You see, he went down as being the greatest defensive back of all time. And all that weight is on my shoulders to be just as good, if not better. Sometimes I really don't even want to play football, but I know I'm really good at it, right? So I go to the gym before and after games all the time, it seems. I see a lot of the same faces and people know me, but I don't remember seeing this girl before. Woo!
Go run away, get it out of your system. Come back when you're older. Go find a place where you can't be the victim. And come back when you're older. Go catch the storm within your road.
So after people leave me alone, I finally can get a workout in. And yes, I go pretty hard every single time, just to blow off steam mostly. Getting a great workout in, and then I'll look over. I'm just some high school kid, but I gotta stay focused. After all the music, after hearing the band play, after getting screamed at by my teammates and fans, I come back to an empty house and it's so quiet and I love it. I could just close my eyes and drift. My father always touched base with me to see how I was feeling, give me some words of encouragement, and of course to critique me on the things that I messed up on the night before, but it was all good. That game definitely worked up an appetite, and I am about to starve. Now, I'm not really the best cook, so we have a chef that comes through every now and then and fixes me up some meals that I could just go in and chomp down on. I like to sit in the same spot. I pretty much have the same routine. It does get a little boring here and there. I take a shower or a bath. I'm gonna mix it up today, man. I feel like I really want to get out and actually do something, okay? This dope spot downtown. I gotta get pretty fly for it, so I was looking in my closet to see what I could come up with. And yeah, dude, I'm feeling it. Now come to find out, only a select few can get in this place. The big celebrities, the A-listers. I'm like, hey, yo, ain't you that chick from that TV show? My dad is a Hall of Famer, I still can't get in. She shook her head no. I was like, wow, I see how it is. And I see that chick from the gym, I'm like, thinking to myself, what is she doing out here? People are asking for autographs all around here. This girl is all in my way. I really want to say something to this girl that I have no idea. Wait, she's a celebrity? She is over here signing autographs, but she dipped with the quickness. I had to get some sleep, but I'm right back at it the next morning in the gym. You know I gotta stay fit. I really want to improve my speed, so I was on the treadmill for a long time. You see the sweat falling. You see me over here getting it popping, focused. And then in the background, I see that celebrity girl get on the other treadmill. I'm like, hey, would it be bad if I actually moved treadmills? I didn't want to seem like a creep or a stalker, but hey, I'm still working out, you know. I see her cutting her eye over here a little bit, and I still see people bother me.
Holy moly.
Yo, I almost fell off the hot diggity dog treadmill. But she's still looking over here. I wonder what she could be thinking.
I gotta stay focused.
Love is love. Love is love. Adios.
Bend up with the switch again. Boy, they living like he happening. But they just give them estimates. Somersaults for my Benjamins. I got what you need, baby.
I woke up today and things were feeling different. I had all kinds of phone calls from my father and from all of my friends letting me know that my highlights were on ESPN. Yes, that last game I ran back 2 kicks, over 400 all-purpose yards. So I had to go upstairs, check out the TV, and see this for myself. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, I sure enough was on TV. It was pretty cool stuff. I mean, you know, every kid dreams of being on television. But I was kind of hungry and this place was a mess. The maid never came through, so I had food all over the place. And I was just trying to find anything that I could munch on. Even if that meant a sandwich that sat out all night. I mean, it can't be that bad, right? Just a little grilled cheese here and there. I'm gonna try.
That's nasty.
That didn't work, so I decided I was gonna get fly, clean up this mess, and go out to eat. Yeah, it was starting to bother me, and I wasn't sure when the maid was coming back, so we are gonna get it popping. And I'm gonna hit up Chipotle. So this was the first time that I noticed, hold on, someone's trying to take my picture. Even when I went to sit down to eat, they were all in my face. So I figured I'd eat this food, you know, banging from Chipotle. And then I'd hit up this karaoke bar that I've been wanting to go to for a while to see if I'm popular. I have no idea, but I'm here. I wanted to see what was going on. A nice little chill spot. No one's really here right now. Of course, I go to the bar and, I order a water. I'm not old enough to drink, you know that. But if I'm really popular... Wait a minute. Who's this girl? Yeah, looks like she want to take a selfie. I think I done made it, bro. Selfies, autographs, hugs from fans. I was kind of liking this attention. They were all talking about me. I think I could get used to this, man. I'm popular.
I want you close to me, just your company.
Man, it was just one of those days. I didn't feel too good. I was down. I felt sad. I had all the money anyone could ask for. I was starting to get popular, but if someone told me money doesn't buy happiness, I would tell them no lies detected. But I knew when I started feeling this way, one thing I could do is go to the gym and blow off some steam, so that's exactly what I did. Now, when I got there, great. There's that girl again, yeah. It seems like I cannot get away from her, but she was not my focus today. I had to get it popping. Better, and I was heading to the showers, and who do I see? Well, I figured I had to stop running and go ahead and talk to her. No!
I don't know your name, and I don't feel no shame. I want you close to me, just your company.
So the conversation was going well. I found out her name was Kayla. She loves sports, and we're actually gonna hang out tomorrow. Yeah, that's right, man. I was so excited about that.
I can be your company, be your company. I can be your company. I can be your company, your company, your company.
I was singing in the shower. I got home and sent her a text to make sure she got home safely. And then it was time for your boy to crash. Yes, I needed some sleep, even though, I don't know how I'm actually gonna get some sleep because I'm just so excited. Let's just say I had some good dreams, and it was actually time to hang out. So I found this really cool lounge that we could go to. It's not really crowded here. I figured we could get to know each other, and that's exactly what we were doing. It just seemed like we knew each other for years. Our conversation was flowing, all until some fans recognized me.
What in the blue moon?
Great. I'll look over at her and she's not really feeling the whole popularity thing, I can tell. So I was thinking to myself, maybe, just maybe, I could invite her back to the crib We can play a little bit of basketball since she is a sports junkie. So that's exactly what we did. And she was in a hurry to kick my tail. I was like, hold on, brother. I'm supposed to be the athlete here. Now, I know you play basketball, so you say. We're going to find that out here in a minute. But I am on track to be a pro. Maybe not in basketball, but I still feel like I should be able to come out here and make me some jump shots. So she's first. Oh, hold up now. She got the moves looking like a globe.
Holy moly.
Never mind. All right, let me show you what I got, girl. I'm about to take me a 3 like Steph Curry over here, dude. See, what had happened was you distracted me. Look at how good. Nah, I ain't saying that out loud. That's what I was thinking, though. Now she taking another jumper, and she's still missing it. Now I'm still cheering her on. You know I don't want to come over here and show her up on the first date, if you want to call it that. But I hit me a jumper. That's how we do it. Now it's her turn. Let's see what she gonna do. Oh, trying to hit me with the dribble moves. And she had to get in close to make that one. I see you. But she still got the bucket. I'm cheering her on. Then she... She broke the hot diggity dog glass. Oh, snap.
You need some cure for all the pain.
I started spitting that game a little bit. I started telling her how I really felt about her.
I keep falling for you. Wrong fall so true.
Then something in my head told me I just gotta kiss the girl. Check my phone and I had some text from Kayla that I missed. So you know I had to go ahead and reply. Yeah, I mean, hey. She said if I played good enough, I mean, she'd be my girlfriend. So I had to ask. Phone call with my father had to be cut a little short because I had all kinds of cleaning to do around the house on top of hopping in the shower, getting dressed and all that good stuff. So I was in a hurry and I was very, very anxious to be able to spend all day with this girl, Kayla. And I had a million different scenarios running through my head on how this day was gonna go. But when she arrived, I didn't remember any of it.
It was a Friday night when I first kissed you. You struck me like lightning. You broke my chains and released me. And days turned into nights on the couch in your apartment. No, I am not the same. Everything has changed. Every day, 24/7, you call my name, and I will come running. Yeah.
Couldn't be going more perfect than they already were. But I decided I wanted to come into the kitchen and whip up a little meal. Yeah, you know, I gotta show off my chef skills. I can cook a little bit. I learned it from my father. He is a great chef, by the way. And I watched him all the time while he cooked when I was younger. So I figured I would get it popping. Got something brewing up in the oven, you know what I mean? And I was so nervous for her to try my food because if she didn't like it, wait a minute, does she like it? I think she does. She's still eating it, unless she's just trying to be nice. But regardless, we were still laughing and talking and having a good time. And I look over at her plate, and that thing was clean. I was like, okay. And a little giggle. So it's starting to snow outside. And she kind of hinted at she wanted to get in the hot tub. Yeah, the jacuzzi. So we ended up doing that. Now it was kind of cold outside. I mean, like I said, there was snow falling. So I had an excuse to try to get close. I was trying to keep warm in a way. But I really didn't need an excuse to want to get close to Kayla. I mean, she was my girlfriend now, by the way. And I figured it was about that time to make a move.
In a city full of sounds, I know my way around. We are the same kind.
Let's just say things started to get very steamy.
I'll give you some long time. I need to go catch a high tide. 'Cause I don't feel free. So I'm letting you know where I want to be. Driving by the shore, listening to a broken radio.
Well, it was time for me to head out. Ever since me and Kayla have been boyfriend and girlfriend, it seems like we've been together every minute of the day. Basically, except when I'm on the football field. So it was kind of hard for me to get on this plane and head to Alabama, but I knew I had to start checking out these schools and seeing what they are all about. So I gave her a hug, and then I was like, yeah, I gotta go ahead and get in the shower and get ready before I end up missing my plane. So I hopped out the shower, you know I'm all fresh and clean, had to get swagged out. I even got the gold chain on, you already know what it is. But I had to get ready to go before I missed my flight. And you know she giving me the sad puppy dog face. The face where she knows she can get what she wants. But it was time for me to dip out before I missed my plane. I said my goodbyes. I make it to the airport on time. I figured, you know, I would get me a snack, sit down and chill a little bit before I had to board, and that's exactly what I was trying to do. Now, little did I know, these chicks behind me were plotting on who was gonna come over here and say something to the legend's son. I was like, oh man, here we go again. I was getting recognized everywhere I went now, and I really didn't want to be bothered, and you can see it all over my face right now. But I wanted to be nice. You know, there are fans of me. They know that I do my thing out there on the football field. But it was time for me to go over to my gate anyway before the plane boarded. And you already know who I'm texting. Letting Kayla know that I'm at the airport, chilling, waiting to get on the plane, and how much I miss her and this and that. And here come that one girl again. I was like, oh man, all right. I wanted to be nice, but then I told her I had to use the bathroom. That was my way out. But I was really just trying to go upstairs and get myself a drink before I got on the plane. Now, of course, it was non-alcoholic. I found a little bar over here in the corner that I felt like was pretty secluded. So I ordered myself a pineapple juice, chatted with the bartender a little bit before I had to board my plane, but I wasn't trying to turn into T-Pain, if you know what I mean. And I noticed, oh my gosh, there go this girl again.
What in the blue moon?
She don't pass that. Hey, so I was like, okay, I gotta get on my plane. It was time to board, and this was one of the nicest airplanes I have ever seen. I was like, dang, Nick Saban, Alabama doing it up. Now the only thing is, you see me passing first class. You see me passing economy plus. They put me all the way in the bank. But it's all good, I still had a TV. I had to tell Kayla I'll holler at her once I land, and I was gonna vibe out to my music.
Why you be all in my line about nothing? Why won't you go get you $1 or something? Don't hang with a line for nothing. I see that we different, you riding, I double. I don't do discussions on bragging about hundreds. Don't go to your places, I know that they sunken. Don't call me your brother.
So once I get to Bama, they allow me to actually go through and check out their training facility. I was like, this thing is amazing.
Add it up.
To the football field. I was like, wow, this is where legends are born. I could not believe it. I had to take a little run around the field just in case I decided to come here. I wanted to see what it would be like. And I just laid there in the grass. At this moment, I knew I wanted to take my game to the next level. I knew I wanted to be a professional football player.
You pushed me back. I should have stayed away from you. It feels like I'm being attacked. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You're trying to improve me. Why you do that to me? I don't wanna be with you. Don't tell me that you're sorry. All you do is.
So we had our first fight, folks. Kayla was so mad that I've been traveling pretty much every weekend, visiting all these schools. And on top of that, someone messaged her on Instagram saying that I made out with some chick when I was visiting Alabama. I was like, what? You have got to be kidding me. I tried to explain to her that she cannot believe everything that she hears and sees on the internet. So I had to try to find a way to make it up to her. And I think I have the perfect idea. I had one gift that I forgot to give her on Christmas, and I figured this would be the perfect time to go ahead and reveal that to her, and she ended up loving it. And on top of that, I told her that she can go with me when I go visit LSU this weekend, and she was very excited about that. Let's just say the mood changed pretty quickly.
Rooftop. Slide down the rooftop. It's too late, too late, too late, too late. You'd have to rebuild me from the ground up. From the ground up.
So we woke up the next morning. It was time to get fresh, get fly, and get ready to go to Louisiana to visit the LSU Tigers. She representing your boy with the London swag. You already know. She's my biggest fan when she's not mad at me, of course. But it was time to head out, catch our flight, and head over to Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
I finally stopped running now. With you, I found my peace somehow. Let go of every thought that was holding me back. Yeah. I'm in love with you in every way.
She was always the one that could keep my head level and calm me down when I was nervous. I was definitely feeling a little scared about to go to Louisiana to meet this team and check out the stadium. But once we got there, it just felt nostalgic. I was able to walk through the stadium, check out everything, and see what it was all about. And you know, when I walked out onto that football field, everything just felt magical. Not saying that I'm going to LSU, but I knew that I wanted to be a professional football player. And to get there, we gotta go through college. So she knew how excited I was, gave me a hug on the field as I looked around. And the rain started coming down a little bit, but just like when I visited Alabama, I had to take a little run around the field just to get a taste of what it would be like to be a college football player, and I was having a blast.
Well, down here in NOLA on Fowler Street, when you reach Magnolia, halt your feet.
Now, after my visit at LSU, we decided to go to the hotel, change clothes, and then head to New Orleans to check out Bourbon Street. Now, it was raining so hard that we ended up finding this nice little lounge to chill out at, and I ordered a couple drinks, non-alcoholic, but the vibe of this place was really cool. I was digging the music. The fans started to notice me around town because they knew it was a chance that I could come to LSU, and they were so excited. They were even passing out. Look at this girl in the yellow. She faded.
Holy moly.
And then paparazzi was around. This could end up being a good thing or a very bad thing. I just had a feeling that something didn't feel right about today. And I checked my notifications and I was getting hit up by everybody saying that I was on the news for underage drinking. I was like, how is this possible? And then I remembered, Bourbon Street, yeah, paparazzi was all around and they were snapping pics, but I wasn't even drinking. I talked to my dad and he was upset. And we check the TV and we see this stuff everywhere. I felt so helpless and hopeless. Kayla was the same way. I could lose everything. Not able to play football for a college, dreams of going to the NFL would be over. So I had no idea what I was gonna do at this point. The silence was finally broken between us two and we started to chat it out. And just from talking to her, you know, she makes me feel better all the time. And she is so optimistic that she tried to change up the mood and said, let's go for a swim. So I was all for it. I jump in and I start swimming around, trying to take my mind off of everything that was going on with this underage drinking incident. I just could not believe how they wanted to take me down like that. still sad. It was starting to come back to my mind. So we ended up getting out of the pool and just chatting for a minute. Now, Kayla felt like it was her fault because she suggested that we went to Bourbon Street, but I told her no, it wasn't all on you. I shouldn't have been drinking that drink in the first place, even though it didn't have alcohol. It sure did look like it was an alcoholic beverage. And you know, we started cuddling a little bit. She always does this, giving me that look. I can't resist it, dude. So I had to whisper in her ear, and she gave me that little giggle. So you know it's over now.
As long as you can show me a good time, I don't care. Oh, 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 oh.
So we basically pulled an all-nighter, and I wake up to a text from the principal wanting me to come in right now to discuss if I'll be able to play in the playoffs. You want to talk about playoffs? So I hopped out of bed, went downstairs to get in the shower, then I was gonna get ready to head up to the school and have this chat. Now I knew that this principal was a big gamer, so I made sure I wore clothing that I could break the ice with, and maybe he'll give me a little break on this whole underage drinking incident that has been all over television, all over social media. I was looking in the mirror practicing what I'm gonna say to him, and I was hoping this thing was gonna go the way that I planned it to go. So I told Kayla I'll be back. She gave me a little pep talk as well, and I was about to head to the school to see if I'll be able to play this weekend in the playoff game. And he is all into this game. He said give him a minute because he's trying to concentrate and he doesn't want to lose. So I'm like, all right, this is kind of weird, a little bit awkward. He's over there raging a little bit, but I try to talk to him and explain the situation that happened, and he's acting like it ain't even a big deal. I'm like, what in the blue moon? This has to be the coolest principal in the world. He basically told me to stay out of trouble, and once I get to the NFL to break him off a paycheck. I think he was joking. But I am gonna get to play in this playoff game against Stanleyville. So you know LB and Kayla have been together for a while now, but we really don't know anything about her. This episode of The Legend Son, we are gonna take a look at what her life was before she ended up meeting London Bridges. Is she a musician? Is she a YouTuber? Is she an athlete? Is she crazy? Let's take a look.
'Cause I don't know if you feel what you say. I can't tell when you're looking away. All I need is an answer.
Her mornings always started off pretty early, as she would hit the gym at least 4 to 5 times a week. Most of the time she was here because she was a personal trainer as well on the side to make some extra cash. But this was the same gym that she ended up meeting London Bridges at. So she would start off on the treadmill, then lift a little bit of weights, and then head to the rooftop to play some basketball. Yes, you heard right. Remember in one of the previous episodes when she challenged me to a game and she almost beat me? She's a baller.
Tick tock, timeless, falling, silence, do mindless, take off, pilot,
Ready for blast off, get ready for blast
take
off.
off, pilot,
Go.
take off, pilot.
She always had to finish off the workouts with a nasty dump. after she shattered her backboard, it was time to hit the showers and get so fresh and so clean. Her day was just getting started. Keep that in mind. Like I said, she got up really early, brushing her teeth. Then she was gonna actually head home and make breakfast. Yeah, she could cook a little bit. She was pretty health conscious, so she really didn't eat a bunch of junk. She made sure that she stuck to a pretty clean diet to keep up with the lifestyle that she was trying to live. So after eating breakfast, it was time for her to record her YouTube videos. She did makeup tutorials, fashion tips, unboxings and reviews of new products, and her setup was pretty amazing. With over 1.9 million subscribers, she was pretty big in the beauty world on YouTube. So once she got done with all her videos, her day did not end right there. It was only just beginning. It was time for the nightlife, and she was one of the best musicians around.
I missed you, babe. I'm forgiving everything that we said when we were drunk. It doesn't matter 'cause it okay.
It didn't matter how big or small her crowd was, she always made sure that every fan felt special. So that was pretty much Kayla in a nutshell. She was a personal trainer by morning, a YouTuber by day, and a very popular musician by the nighttime. And then it was time to crash.
I'm forgiving everything that we said when we were drunk. It doesn't matter 'cause it all came from. Can't be too late. Been missing everything that we had. I'll miss you, babe.
The Eastern Wayne Warriors have made it to the semifinals. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Bridges is running through people. He said, "Get out my way." He is taking it all the way in for the touchdown. Going up over the top, putting his body on the line in this game. He is gonna take the kick return. The speedster is down the sideline. Nobody is gonna be able to catch him. The one-handed catch. This dude is amazing. Boom! Everything was going great until Bridges gets his knee clipped, and he is down and out. The only thing LB wanted to do while he was in the hospital was sleep. He was sad and depressed. He didn't know how bad this knee injury was, and he could possibly miss the state championship. But you know who was right there by his side through the whole process, step by step? His girlfriend, Kayla. And she was even feeling sad about the whole situation because she knew how much football meant to London. As soon as they got home, he wanted to go straight upstairs to the bedroom, get into bed, and go to sleep just like he was doing at the hospital. And she had no idea to cheer him
I'm
up.
diving in the deep blue. I am looking for you tonight. I'm diving in the deep blue. I am looking for you.
But then she finally came up with an idea. She wanted to try to nurse London Bridges back to health. We're gonna see how that goes.
Packed your things, now we begin the erasing. All the memories slowly start to fade, and the days move so slow. I know I gotta go, but I can't get anyway. 'Cause I'm still in love. I'm still in love.
The next day, the mood was a lot more playful. The room was a lot brighter. And London was starting to think that he might want to start using the L word with Kayla. But he didn't want to try to scare her off or anything, so he held off on that. But one thing that he did know was, in order to get back on that football field, he was going to have to work his tail off. So he hit the gym right away. Everyone was taking pictures. 5-star athlete getting ready to come back to play in the state championship. You can see the headlines all over the place. And now we are going to head to that game now. Super excited, and I was too. We won the state championship. It was a crazy season, and even though I was exhausted, I had to spend a little bit of time with the fans, sign some autographs, take some pictures, but then it was time for me to actually head into my home and get some rest. Had a show tonight, so she was out and about after the game, but of course she was still texting me, and I was thinking to myself, man, I really want to say it. I really want to say the L word because I have never felt like this about anyone else, and she has been there for me through thick and thin, never left my side, and I feel like I'm on top of the world after this game. I was still holding off a little bit. I didn't want to scare her away if I just came out of nowhere and said it. But then she texted me and said that she had something she wanted to tell me. So I was like, could this be it? Could she use the L word on me first? But then she got a little busy with fans. And you know, I had a long night. I started getting tired. And I figured I'd lay down for a minute and wait until she told me what she had to say. Now she's probably thinking she said the wrong thing, even though I'm asleep. But just because I'm asleep doesn't mean that everyone's asleep.
I don't wanna lie, 'cause I know you hate it. stumble while I try, 'cause you don't wanna give in.